Where did that come from?
I've said to the players all along, it's been coming. That like 90-minute performance where just everything clicked was coming. I said the goals were coming, and today it poured goals. And I think you go in at 2-0 and the girls, like, credit to them, that could have been like the most excitable changing room where they're losing their heads because it's like, oh my God, 2-0, like really close to half time, but they're like, no, we're professionals, 45 minutes left. Let's get more goals. That was our first goal. Betsy's goal was our first goal from open play. Let's build on that. And I think, like, yeah, we knew there was going to be a game where everything came together, everything we'd been working on would come together, and I'm just really, really happy for the players that it was today.
5-0 though, when you say you thought the goals were coming, did you expect it to be that big a scoreline? Did you take some notes from the US yesterday?
I think you always take some notes when you get to watch the best players in the world compete, and I think like there's been like a lot of I suppose curiosity about this FIFA window, and you know, we could have used it as a reason for our players to have been fatigued, but what we said to them was, like, Grace Wisniewski, you've just played against one of the best players in the world in Rose Lavelle. She got her shirt after the game. Like, you can play against anyone. Mac, you've played up against Crystal Dern and Trinity Rodman. Like, you've made some of the defenders look silly with your pace. So rather than look at the fatigue that playing 20 hours ago may bring, why don't you use this experience to lift the team? And I thought that how they did that was incredible. I thought Wiz was everywhere. I thought Mac was so solid at the back, but her in possession was good. We made smarter decisions in possession, and we worked on a couple of things this week to nullify their threats. We knew that their front five was outrageously good and quick, and we worked on that, and we worked on it without the Ferns, but how they picked it up in our pre-game and watching the videos that we've done was like, credit to them. Like, they just stepped up their professionalism today, I think, and we don't want to get carried away and ahead of ourselves. Like, this is the start. This should be the real turning point in our season, and if any game shows the progressions we want to make, it was today.
Yeah, because with the football Ferns, what was the reason behind starting some? After they featured yesterday as well.
We just wanted to start strong. I think, like, when we can start them, then we can always bring them off. We had a plan. We had a plan with the Ferns that was, for the most part, followed. And yeah, like, the luxury is when you go a few goals up, you can be a little bit more creative with your subs plans. So we were able to bring the three of them off, which wasn't necessarily the plan coming into the game, but I'm happy that we were able to do that. And then, you know, like, you bring Gomez on, who sets up the goal. We were able to play Betsy higher, which I think was a game changer for us. Ava gets on the score sheet, Millie gets on the score sheet. They're 17 and 19. So if we keep working with these players then and keep having patience, then more results like this will happen.
Yeah, two players who I thought were really good today, Millie and Michaela Foster.
Mm-hmm.
The way they played today, do you think both of them could be considered for the football Ferns, should be considered for the football Ferns? I mean, you know, Michaela in particular, was a few assists, again, her set piece delivery is just, spot on. Could those two, would you push for them to be involved in February?
Absolutely, 100%. Millie showed today how she's progressing in the environment. She's a goal scorer, and she's taken, like, her slight change of position to, like, a real advantage of her being able to go 1v1 and then just unleash her crazy shots. She's still young, she's still only just 17. So I think she should get opportunities with the Ferns and learn from those players and be in and around that. And then with Mickey Foster, yeah, like, that call-up has to happen soon. I think not only is she so dangerous set pieces, both feet, I think that she is incredibly defensively sound 1v1 in wide areas. She doesn't give a lot up. And I think that that's probably an area that will get her a good look in. I know that Yetka talks to me about her. I think you see she's becoming that kind of fullback that we want her to be. She got higher. That was one of the challenges for us, was let's get our fullbacks higher, especially when you've got a left foot like Mickey Foster. So yeah, like I was really proud of what she did today, and Millie getting her goal, and yeah, I can't see a Ferns call up being too far away for either of them.
It seems like a footnote in the end, Brianna Edwards' penalty save, another one who was involved with the football Ferns. You know, probably doesn't get much bigger for her in terms of the weeks she's had in her life.
Yeah, she's had a crazy week, and during pre-season, like, she saves some penalties. She's like, it's one of her things that she like prides herself on. She did it last year as well. So for her to save that penalty in, was it around the 70th minute, something like that? I think that goes in, it starts to get a little bit cagey for the last 20-15 minutes. She saves that, like, big moment. She's had a big week, and again, she's so vocal, she's so proud of the team, and she takes everything on her stride. Again, she's 19 and you wouldn't know how mature she is and how she takes everything on. Yeah, it's pretty impressive for a 19-year-old, and her first clean sheet. So something to be celebrated, her first ever clean sheet in this league, and hopefully there's many more to come.
Can I just ask you, like, what this win means for you? Because after a winless, it was your first win as a head coach. Were you feeling the pressure heading into, or, you know, at the halfway point of the season now? Yeah, were you feeling the pressure, and how much of a relief is that to get such an emphatic first win? Yeah,
like, pressure was definitely piling on. You know, it's a results-based business, and everyone, like, to be fair, knows that we're a young team. We're still really young, still really inexperienced, but like, you can't use that forever. So we knew that this win had to happen. We knew that we wanted to do it how we wanted to do it, with our style of play, and yeah, for me personally, this is like a day that I'll remember forever. The first ever professional football team to win a game in New Zealand. To do it with how we did it is exactly kind of everything I feel like I wanted to promise at the start of the season. And you know, like, thanks to the players for believing in that as well, and sticking to our processes, because the outcome happened today. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy watching the men's game now.